Okay.
Can't see my screen.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. If I could have everyone
can't
stay
hear.
on mute for a few minutes, please. Okay, this is Judge Kassan. Thank you for joining us today. This is the 1:45 p.m. docket, December 9th, 2021 for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. Again, thank you for joining. Also with us today is the court administrator as well as the court clerk and the prosecutor, Mr. Dixon. Okay, I'm going to call the docket and then we'll go over some preliminary information. If you're here, when I call your name, please either unmute or wave to me if you have video and let me know that you're present, okay? Imitiaz Ahmed. Okay. Christopher Burkhart. Christopher Burkhart. Xavier Butler. Thank you. Joe Castillo. Joe Castillo. Alexis Cortez. Alexis Cortez. Benjamin Cox. Benjamin Cox. Sean Craig. Sean Craig. Jason Fernandez. Jason Fernandez. Gino Gonzalez. Gino Gonzalez. Carlos Guerrero. Carlos Guerrero. Alexander Hall. Alexander Hall.
I'm here.
Okay. Angelica Hepler. Angelica Hepler. Krista Hicks.
Present.
Thank you. Christian Hinojosa. Christian Hinojosa. Brandon Hauser.
Right here.
Thank you. Leticia Juarez. Thank you. Marisela Lopez. Marisela Lopez. Sabrina Martinez. Thank you. Salvador Reyes Jr.
Present.
Thank you. Arthur Rodriguez. Arthur Rodriguez. Gabriel Rodriguez. Gabriel Rodriguez. Laura Rosa. Thank you. Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas. Thank you. Ebony Trevino. Ebony Trevino. Julian Valencia. I see you there.
Here.
Thank you. Maxie Williams. Maxie Williams. Okay. All right, so I have 3 individuals with just phone numbers on the screen. I have a phone number ending in 115. What is your name, please?
Salvador Reyes Jr.
Okay, thank you. And then phone number ending in 473. 473. If you could press *6 on your phone to unmute. Phone number ending in 478. 478. If you could press *6 to unmute, please. All right. Maybe you could figure out who that is, Valerie, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hello,
Yes, what is your name?
Joe Castillo.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, very good. As you can see, we have a full house this afternoon, so I'm going to ask for your patience. I am going to go over some preliminary instructions. For those of you who have not yet entered a plea on your case, I'm going to ask you how you plead. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you are not contesting the charges. However, you're also not admitting guilt. You just want to resolve the matter today and not contest the charge. If you plead not guilty, that means you are contesting. I'll be with you in a few minutes, Mr. Thomas. If you plead not guilty, that means you are contesting the charges and you would like to set your case for a trial. Today is not a trial setting. Today is an arraignment setting or a first setting. Okay. If you do choose to plead not guilty, I will have you speak with the prosecutor, Mr. Dixon, in a separate breakout room. So you will receive a notification on your screen to go into the breakout room with him to discuss your case. Again, that's if you plead not guilty. If you're not able to resolve the case today, we will schedule you for a trial and give you a later date and time for that trial. You have a constitutional right to a jury trial. That means the case would be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. You can choose to waive the jury trial and instead have a trial by judge. That is called a non-jury trial or bench trial. That means I would hear the case or the other judge in Olmos Park would hear the case, okay? If you do want to try to resolve your case today, there are some options available to you if you'd like to keep it off your driving record. The first of which is the driving safety course. You have one opportunity per year or every 12 months to take the driving safety course by state law. You must pay court costs and then you will have 90 days to complete the course. Upon completion, you turn in your certificate and your copy of your driving record and the case is closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your record. If you are under the age of 25, you must take the driving safety course. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the driving safety course option. The other option that might be available to you is deferred disposition, sometimes informally called probation. It is an unsupervised probationary period, anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a special expense fee that must be paid, and that cost will vary again from case to case. You may also be required to complete some additional requirements during the probationary time. That may include completing a class, completing some community service hours, maintaining insurance, obtaining a driver's license, etc. It will just depend on what violation you've been charged with. However, upon successful completion and compliance with all the terms, the case is closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your driving record. That will also apply to Class C misdemeanors, okay? If you are a commercial driver's license holder, again, you are not eligible for the deferred disposition option, okay? If you need a payment plan, if you are requesting an extension, if you are requesting community service hours, etc., we can take those questions up here individually in a few minutes when I call you up individually, okay? As I mentioned, some of you may be speaking with the prosecutor. If that's the case, please press the screen when it comes your turn to speak with him. You'll go into a separate breakout room with him, okay? I'll be happy to address questions specific to your cases here in a few minutes, and we'll get started. Mr. Thomas, you had a question. You're on mute though.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My case it's not that serious, and I wanted to get it resolved today.
Okay. I'll call you up. I'll call your name here in a few minutes. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to go in alphabetical order, so please be patient. Okay.
Ooh, I mean, I might be by last name.
By last name. Yes, sir.
Oh my
All
God,
right.
I'm fast.
We'll get to it as soon as we can. Okay. First up, I have Imitiaz Ahmed. Mr. Ahmed, can you hear me?
That's not me. I'm sorry. My phone died. I just barely got back on.
No, that's okay. I can see he's on the screen. Valerie, can you see if he can get audio, please? Mr. Ahmed. I don't show that he has any audio at the moment.
Yeah, he might have not selected it in the beginning.
Okay.
Let me see if I can send him a message.
Okay, thank you. So next up I have Xavier Butler. Mr. Butler, where'd you go?
Can you hear me?
There we go. All right, yes, I can hear you. How are you doing today?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Let's see here. You have a charge for possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay. And did you want to try to resolve it by keeping it off your record, or did you just want to pay the fine?
How much is the fine?
The fine here is $281. The deferral cost would be $301. You would be placed on a 6-month deferral, no similar violations, plus the requirement to complete a 4-hour drug awareness course.
But if I pay it, it'll just be on my record, right?
Correct.
Now I want it off my record.
Okay. So again, the fee for the deferral would be $301. 6 months deferral, no similar violations during that time, plus completion of the 4-hour online drug awareness course.
All right, that's cool.
Okay. Can you pay that amount in full, or do you need a payment plan?
A payment plan, please.
Okay. When can you pay an initial payment of $40?
I can pay that today.
Okay. I'm going to give you until, I'm going to give you 1 week's time. Okay. And you
Sure.
can, it's because it's less than $40, you must pay that in person or send in payment by mail. Okay.
Sure. Can I get the info for somebody so I can know where to send it to?
Right. We will send that to you. If you, do you have an email address?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. Can you email almosparkcourt@gmail.com?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
All right. If you could do that, then they will send you the information on the address of where to mail that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So $40 is due by the 17th. That's next Friday. And then we'll place you on a deferral payments. You must make payments monthly until it's paid off. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then you'll receive the information on the drug awareness course and the due date. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Make sure you email the court so they have your email address. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're free to go.
Mhm.
Thank you. All right. Next up is Joe Castillo. Mr. Castillo, if you could press *6 to unmute.
Is that Joe Castillo?
Mr. Castillo, you have a charge here for ran stop sign. How do you plead to your case?
No contest.
Okay. How did you want to take care of it?
Well, I like to just pay the fine, you know. I don't know how much the fine would be.
Okay, if you just pay the
I
fine,
don't
the
want, I
fine.
don't want that in my record either.
Okay, so if you would like to take the driving safety course, that's one option. The other option is the deferral, and you do not have to take the course. The deferral cost is $255.
$265,
$255.
$255.
Yes.
And how much does the driving course cost?
Say again.
The driving course.
The driving course would be $144 for court fees, and then you pay for the cost of the course separately, and that varies between $25 and $55.
So the driving is what?
The driving course court fees are $144, and then you pay for the cost of the course separately.
And the court fee is how much is that, you said?
The course varies from provider to provider, anywhere from $25 to $55.
$5. So that's almost $200.
Correct.
Savings of $31. I mean, the $265, right?
$255.
Yeah, when I went over there in person, she told me, the lady in the reception told me it was $231.
The cost of the fine is $235. That is just paying the fine, and it goes on your record.
Oh, I see. So if I don't want it in my record, it's $255, right?
Correct.
That's $55 less. Okay, and I'll just pay the fine then, you know. Can I have like some kind of an arrangement, payment arrangement,
Okay,
monthly payment?
all right, you want a payment plan?
Yes, payment plan, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the $255, we can place you on a payment plan. If you do not pay it within 30 days, we have to add a time payment fee of an additional $15.
So I got 30 days to pay 255?
Correct. You said you wanted to pay the fine, sir. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, you would have 30 days to pay the fine of $235 and it will go on your record.
Okay. But if I pay 255, it will not go on my record, right?
Correct.
I don't want it on my record.
Okay. We can place you on the deferral. We will need an initial payment of $40. Can you pay that within a week?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So that payment will be due the 17th or earlier, and then you'll be placed on a 90-day deferral and you'll make monthly payments for those 90 days until it's paid off, okay?
Okay.
All right, so make sure you stop by the court by next Friday to make that initial payment.
Okay, I can go tomorrow, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay then.
All right, you're free to go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Butler, you're free to go as well, sir, okay?
Okay.
Unless you had a question. Okay. All right, next up is Benjamin Cox. Hi, Mr. Cox, how are you? You're not driving, are you?
No, I just came to sit on my car. It was the quietest place.
Okay, very good. All right, so you have a charge here for speeding 39 and a 30 mile per hour. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, you have another one for a display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead?
No contest.
And driving while license suspended. How do you plead?
Once again, no contest.
And did you get the car registered by any chance? And if so, do you have a receipt?
And I do. I have it right here with me.
Okay. Could you email a copy of that to the court, please? Okay, if that checks out, that is a $20 compliance dismissal. Okay. Now, what did you want to do on the other two violations?
I didn't know if on the speeding I would be eligible to do the online safety course.
Well, is your license still suspended?
I haven't had a chance to renew it. Yes. So it is.
Okay, what's the status there?
I just haven't been able to get a reservation to go in and take a test. With everything, they've been so backed up. So I'm just trying to find a place I can get that done as quickly as possible.
Okay, that's the only way we can keep these two violations off your record is if you go and get your license reinstated. And then once that happens, then we can place you on the driving safety course for the speeding.
How long would I have to get that completed?
Well, I would place you on a deferral for the license suspension case. That would be a 6-month deferral with the condition to get your driver's license within 4 months. Okay.
Yes, I'll do that.
All right. And then the cost would be $325. Okay. And instead of paying, well, you could still do the driving safety course, but instead of, I could place you on a deferral for the speeding as well, which would run concurrently with the driving while license suspended violation in serve the same purpose, but it would be a little bit more expensive. It would be $232. But assuming no additional violations during that 6-month period, we would close that one out as well.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to do the deferral on both.
Okay. So then we would run those concurrently. We would need an initial payment of $40 on each case to get you started. And then once you do that, then you can make monthly payments to pay down the balance.
Okay. I will email over the receipt and get contact or get information to mail that payment in.
Okay. And like I said, it's $40 on each of the deferrals, $20 on the compliance dismissal. That would be a total of $100. And could you pay that by the 17th, which is next Friday?
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, so we'll make a note of that in the file. Once you email that information to the court, they'll provide you some additional information on how to make a payment, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
All right, good luck getting the driver's license. Try to get an appointment as soon as possible.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, next up is Alexander Hall.
Fine.
Alexander Hall?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You have a charge here for defective headlamps. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, and one for failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
Also not guilty.
All right, I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor. You'll be going into a breakout room with Mr. Dixon, okay?
So I'm in the phone call. How's that gonna work exactly?
I still think you'll get a notification on your, well, I think it'll go automatically. Is that right, Valerie or Myra?
I'm not sure what he'll hear, but he should get an option to
I think
go
he's,
into the breakout room.
all right, I think he clicked it.
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay, thank you. Krista Hicks.
Yes, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. You have a charge here for disregard official traffic control device. How do you plead?
No contest.
All right, and how did you want to take care of that today?
I want to pay the fine on a payment plan and take some type of deferral class so it's not on my record.
Okay, are you over the age of 25?
I am.
Okay, so the deferral fee would be $315, okay?
Mhm.
That would keep it off your record. It would be 90 days, no moving violations, and then the case would be closed out and would not appear as a conviction on your driving record.
Okay.
All right?
Oh, and also, it's been, I think that was back in June or July. So although I'll be on a payment plan and not paying all of the fine up front, will that negate the warrant that's been issued?
Right, the warrant will be lifted, okay?
Okay. Mhm.
So you won't have the warrant open anymore because you're making arrangements today to take care of it, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, and can you make the $40 initial payment by the 17th, which is a week from tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so $40 at a minimum due next Friday, and then you'll have a payment plan to pay it off over the next 90 days, okay?
Yes. Mhm.
All right, and then no moving violations during that 90-day period, okay?
Okay, and am I supposed to be taking a class or something?
No, the
Okay.
no classes required on this one. It would just be the deferral for the 90-day period.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
All right, make sure you make that payment by next Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You're free
Thank
to go.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, thank you. All right, I have Brandon Hauser next.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good, thanks. Let's see here. You have possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
I want to plead no contest, all of them.
Okay, so that one, the speeding as well,
Yes, ma'am.
and then the no driver's license.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, no contest to each of those.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the status of the driver's license?
I just don't have a license.
Okay. All right, so how did you want to take care of all three of these?
I just want to pay the tickets, and then but I need I have 300 today, and then I have 300 today.
Okay.
So I just need some time to pay the rest of it.
All right, very good. I'm gonna have you speak with the prosecutor to see if he can come up with some sort of plea bargain for you. And maybe we can resolve them all today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just hang on a few minutes. He'll be with you shortly, okay?
All right, thank you.
Great, thank you. All right, next up is Leticia Juarez.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. You have a charge for a ran stop sign. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. I'm also going to have you speak with the prosecutor here shortly, and then we'll go forward from there as far as setting your case for trial, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Next up is Sabrina Martinez.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi there, how are you?
Good. How about
Good.
yourself?
I'm well, thank you. You have a charge here for failure to signal required distance before turn. How do you plead?
Not guilty. I'm sorry, no contest. No contest.
Okay. Failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, and driving while license suspended, how do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. What's the status of the driver's license?
Right now, I'm trying to get my occupational license with,
Okay.
Bear County. I have, Bear County, but I have to get this case resolved before they can help me, because I have a case, another one but it's getting resolved. My attorney's trying to get my charges waived, because, but the only way to do it is if I get an occupational license, but I can't do it because I have 3 violations with Olmos Park Police.
Oh, okay. All right. And then how about the insurance? No insurance either?
No, I ended up getting insurance, but I complied with everything that was required when I last came to court to see you. But right when I came to court, I didn't go back into court. I was supposed to come back like within 3 months, I believe, to show you all documents and everything that I had got. But I did get it. I did get it on. I do have it going back from the dates. I got an SR-22.
Okay.
And then I got the financial insurance and the vehicle. And I'm sorry, but the fines was the problem. Me having to pay the fines, the fees.
Right.
I was trying to get community service, but
Is that what you, what you want to do on these 3?
Yes, ma'am.
You just want community service on these?
Yes, I have 4
Okay.
dependents.
Okay, let's see what we can do here then.
Okay.
I gotta add up your fines.
I think it's 1,000 something.
And do you have any physical limitations on your ability to perform community service hours?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you understand that by choosing to complete the community service hours, these are just convictions on your record, okay?
Oh, it's still gonna be a conviction?
Mhm.
Okay, so how do I get it to not be a conviction on my record?
You'd have to be placed on a deferral and make the payments.
Okay, so would me having a conviction, would it affect me with the Bear County court?
I don't.
With the same charge?
I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. All I know is that you'll be completing the hours for
Because
us. You would be just closing the cases out with us. That's all you
Okay,
would be doing.
so if it's gonna be a conviction regardless, I did time served. I have the documents for time served on those charges for Bear County, and I have the documents emailed to me from Bear County that I
Okay.
can email to you and send them to you, and might as well just do that and get it over with. 'Cause
All
I
right,
did.
Okay, why don't you do this? Why don't you email all that information on your request for time served? Email that to the court clerk, okay? She'll send that to me. I'll review it. If I approve it, then you'll be granted time served and we'll close them out as convictions. If it's not approved for some reason, if I decide that it's not enough information, we'll get back with you and let you know what we need. And then in the case it's not accepted, we'll assign community service hours. Either way, we'll get it closed out, okay?
Can I have the case numbers on those cases, please?
All right. Valerie, can you go, or Myra, can you send her to a breakout room with Valerie maybe, or can someone, do you have an email address? They could email that to you?
Oh, yes, I have it on file. Do I email you and ask for it?
I'll send them to her, Judge. I emailed her the information for the court hearing today, so I'll send them to her.
Ms. Martinez will email that information to you, and then you can send us back your request for time served, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
All right,
That's all the documents you need? It's just the ones from the jail time served?
Right, and your request, make sure you.
I went in person and did a handwritten request to waive my, that I wasn't, to waive my rights.
Okay.
I guess it's thing, so I went in person and did that.
All right, very good.
Okay,
So we'll
thank you.
review that once you send it in. So send it in as soon as you can.
Yes, I'm gonna do that right now, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Okay, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Dixon?
Judge, I made an agreement on Mr. Hall, but I don't see him back unless I'm not sure what happened to him.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
I mean, I can tell you what it is. I hope he'll call back in.
There he is.
Okay, good. All right. All right, ready on Mr. Hall, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he's gonna plead no contest on the headlamp. 180 days deferred disposition. Fine of $260. $40 down by the end of the month. He's kind of in a crunch right now, Judge.
Okay.
And then a payment plan for the balance and dismiss the insurance ticket if he does all that. And it was a borrowed vehicle situation, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hall?
Ma'am.
All right, is that your understanding of the plea offer from the prosecutor?
I am.
All right, you're in agreement with that?
I am.
All right, we'll go ahead and get that process for you. Make sure you submit that payment by the end of this month, and then we'll get you started, okay?
All right. And then I've also notified the prosecutor, but as of yesterday, I also did email a copy of my proof of insurance to the courthouse.
Okay. All right, well,
It's
that
new-
one,
That's new insurance, Judge,
all right,
on his
very good.
vehicle, but yeah.
All right, very good. Well, as the prosecutor indicated, he was going to move for dismissal on the insurance violation upon completion of the other violation, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hall. Just make sure you make that initial payment and we'll get you started on that payment plan.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Frank, you have Brandon Hauser.
Okay, okay, Judge, thank you. I'll
Thank
visit with
you.
him.
All right, let's see here. Next up is Salvador Reyes. Mr. Reyes, if you could press *6, please. Mr. Reyes, you are on mute. There we go. Can you hear me?
I'm here. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's see here. You have a charge for speeding 45 and a 30 mile per hour. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, and how do you want to take care of it?
I just want to pay the fine and keep it off my record.
Okay, so you want to keep it off your record?
Hmm?
Okay, so
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have two options, the driving safety course for the fee of $144 plus the cost of the course, or the deferral fee of $250 and then a 90-day deferral.
Okay. Now, if I get a violation within the 90 days, what happens there?
We'll have to come back to court and you could potentially be convicted on this violation, and then we'd have to address the second violation separately.
Okay. Well, I just want to pay the fine. I
Okay.
already sent in. I sent in $20 on the due date of my hearing. I think it was a hearing, or I had to respond by the 12th, and I sent in $20 for say received that. So I don't know if that goes part towards my fine.
Okay, so you just want to pay the fine and you understand that will be a conviction on your record.
Yes.
Okay, we'll apply the $20 towards the fine of 230. You'll have a balance of 210.
Okay.
Can you pay that within the next 30 days?
Yes.
Okay, so 210 due in 30 days. If you go beyond the 30 days, they will add a time payment fee, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's it. You're free to go. Just make sure you make that payment.
Okay, that is a total of 210.
210, yes, sir.
310 or 210? I'm sorry.
$210.
Okay. Yes, I will take care of that within. Will I get a notice or saying?
Yes,
by the
we
due
will.
date of?
We will send you a notice. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye. You too.
Bye-bye. Thank you. All right, next up, Laura Rosa. Hi there. You're on mute, ma'am.
Hello?
Hi there. How are you?
Hi, thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Let's see here. You have a speeding charge, 48 and a 30 mile per hour. How do you plead?
Not a contest.
No contest. Okay. How do you want to take care of it?
I want to see if I can take driving lessons or driving course.
The
Yeah.
course? Okay.
Uh,
Let's see. So it would be $194 because there was a warrant fee issued. So it would be $194. And that would be court fees. And then you take the course separately, and you can take that in person or online, and you pay for that separately. Okay.
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 Can I pay that on payments?
Not that one. That must be paid in full.
In full? 194?
194. 194.
Okay.
Can you pay that within 1 week's time, or do you need 30 days?
I need 30 days.
Okay. So that will be due in 30 days. Once you pay that, then you can take the course. Do not take the course until you've paid the court fees.
Okay.
Okay.
And where do I take the course?
Where?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you can choose that on your own. It has to be a Texas approved driving safety course, and you can take it online on the computer by internet, or you can
Okay.
go in person and take one in a class in person.
Okay. And then
Okay.
when I have it, when I do it, what do I do?
Once you complete it, they're gonna you're gonna receive a certificate of completion, and you need to take that back to the court to show that you completed it, so we can close out your case.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
once you make the payment of the court fees, then you're going to receive some information from the court, giving you some further instructions. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Very good. So make sure you make that payment by within 30 days so we can get you started.
Okay.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you. Have a
You're
good day.
welcome. You're free to go. All right. Next up, Brian Thomas. Mr. Thomas, are you there? Okay. Are you there? You're on mute.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm good. That wasn't too bad of a wait, was it?
Whew, man, I'm not gonna lie. I done ran a whole mile. Now,
All right. So you have a possession of drug paraphernalia charge. How do you want to plead?
no contest.
All right. And you want to keep it off your record, right?
I mean, that'll be convenient.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So it's $301, right?
Oh,
301.
fine.
300, not on top of the fine. That's it. Total 301.
Mhm.
All right. Deferral, probation, 180 days, 6 months. No similar violations during that time, and then complete the 4-hour drug awareness course online.
Okay. Is there a way I could pay off the fine like without paying money, because currently I'm unemployed right now and I really don't have like no money.
All
You
right.
know,
So,
I'm staying with my people, you know, and I'm really doing bad right now.
all right. You're unemployed.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Like, is there a way like community service or more hours in the program?
Well, typically don't do that, but you're saying you're unemployed. What kind of work were you doing before?
I was working at a warehouse,
Okay.
like temp service.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. In lieu of the fine or in lieu of the fee, I'm going to assign 24 hours of community service. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have 6 months to do it. And then you have still no similar tickets during that time. And you have to complete that 4-hour drug awareness course. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And you can go to complete the community service hours. It has to be at any nonprofit in Bexar County. Okay.
So how do I go about that? Like, to where y'all know that I did it?
We're gonna send you a document. It's a timesheet,
Okay.
and they'll fill it out, and you have someone at the organization sign it for you, showing proof that you completed the hours. Okay.
Okay.
You need documentation signed by them. It can either be that timesheet or it could be a letter. Okay.
Okay.
Signed by them indicating the hours worked, and you can go to a soup kitchen, a homeless shelter, the food bank, Salvation Army, Goodwill, church, whatever, wherever you want to go, as long as it's a nonprofit. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You get those hours completed, turn in your drug awareness course certificate, and don't get into any trouble in the next 6 months, and we close it out.
I promise you I'm not. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Do you have an email address?
Yes, ma'am. Hold on.
All right. If you could just email the court, that way they have it.
Email the court, my email address.
Right. That way
And
they
they're
can
gonna send me the documents to my
Yes.
email.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. All right.
Okay.
You got that? You have the court's email address?
It should be somewhere on this paper,
On the
right?
form.
On the form that you received before.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. We'll send them
Okay.
your email. That way they have it and then get in touch with you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Take care. All right. Bye-bye. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, I've got an agreement on Mr. Hauser.
Okay.
Mr. Hauser, just real fast, it's still gonna be 600. I had to split the fines up a little bit differently, but it'll still be 600, okay?
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Hauser? All right, Judge, he's gonna plead no contest on the drug paraphernalia
Okay.
with a conviction, fine of $319 with 300 to be paid by Monday, and
Okay,
the balance within 30 days, the $19 balance. On the no driver's license, he's going to plead no contest with a conviction, a fine of $281 to be paid within 30 days.
okay,
And then once he pays those two off, I'll dismiss the other one.
okay.
So $600 total, convictions for drug paraphernalia and no driver's license.
All right, so 319 on the possession of drug paraphernalia, 281 on the no driver's license charge.
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hauser.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are you in agreement with that plea offer from the prosecutor?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. We'll get that process for you as soon as you make that initial payment. And you said you had $300 that you could provide by Monday, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. On this, on the paper, I just go to the website and put in the PLC number. Do I need to make a call to your courts or do I need to make a phone call or anything when I send the money out?
All
Or
right.
will it automatically?
We'll receive an email from them, so we'll send you the information.
Okay,
Once
thank
you
you.
make
Thank
that
you.
initial payment, we'll give you the 30-day pay plan.
Okay, I appreciate you.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
very good, sir. Thank you. You're free to go.
Thank you, ma'am. Y'all have a good day.
You do the same. Take care now. All right, Frank, you have Leticia Juarez next. She's pled
Okay, Judge.
not guilty.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. Julian Valencia.
Yes, Judge.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for meeting with me today.
All right, you're welcome. Let's see here. Display expired registration. How do you plead?
No contest?
All right, and I believe you submitted some paperwork. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am, it is. The paperwork I had in the console had the date 1 day prior to my me being pulled over.
All right,
So
so
I
you
was trying
had,
to,
you received it, you had the registration, but you didn't have it
yes,
displayed?
ma'am, I was, that is correct. I was driving back from Houston after the Astroworld catastrophe over there with my old son, and I was in a different headspace, and I got back to San Antonio, checked it after getting the citation, and it was in the console.
Okay,
So I immediately put it on, but I did go the next day to the Olmos Park location so they could have a copy showing of my date of renewal
I
with
see.
the date
Okay.
prior.
I see that. I'm looking at that right now. All right, I
All
see
right,
that.
thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, we're gonna go ahead and accept that proof. We're gonna go ahead and waive the compliance fee, so you don't owe any money on that one. We'll just close it out, okay?
Okay, so what do I do next, or is everything okay?
You're free to go. We'll close it out for you today.
Thank you very much. Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Have a good day. Stay well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Ahmed.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Peace be with you.
Same to you, sir. Thank you. You have a charge here for speeding for 40 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead?
No contest, ma'am.
No contest. Okay. How
But
did you want to take care of it?
I want to request you. I mean, I was delivering a food because I work as a delivery driver, and I'm almost like a 6 to 7 hour on the road, but I could not see the speed limit. I thought
Okay.
it's a 40. And after got citation, I got my CDL after the citation. I visit to the court and I request if this is not coming to my record, because that time I got citation is my C class license. After the citation, I go and pass my test in DMV. And is there anything possibility it's not coming into my record?
All right, you have a CDL now? Is that what you're saying? Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna have you speak with the prosecutor about that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so just hang on a few minutes and we'll see if he can work something out, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, just hang on a few minutes. He'll be with you shortly, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's see here. Christopher Burkhart. Sir, you're on mute. If you could press *6, please. Christopher Burkhart, Chris Burkhart.
Hello?
Mr. Burkhart, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can, ma'am.
All right, very good. Let's see here. You have a charge for expired registration. How do you plead?
I'll tell you, I had, okay, there was a 30-day, you have a 30-day compliance, and I wasn't over the 30 days yet. And I did go get the inspection sticker, brought it into the courthouse and showed the people at the desk. So
All right, let's
I
see
don't,
what we got.
you tell me. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. Let's see here. All right.
Matter of fact, I'm here right outside the courthouse now. I had a hard time every time I'd dial it, punch in the number, then it said put your ID number. Before I get halfway through, they'd say they'd just hang up. Well, then I was concerned about that. I came to the courthouse and the lady helped me with that, and we finally did get through. So
Oh, very
go ahead,
good.
ma'am.
Okay, all
Okay.
right. Well, I've taken a look at the receipt you provided. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. It'll be a $20 compliance dismissal fee, okay?
Sure.
All right, $20 and we can close it out, okay?
What can I just run in there and pay that right now in cash?
If you want to wait about 15 minutes and take care of it, then we'll be probably finished up with this docket and they can help you.
How late are they going to be open?
4:30.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I own my own landscape company and we're doing a job and I got to get back to there.
All right,
Is there
I'll tell you
another
what.
time I can look? Go
All
ahead.
right, hang on a second. Valerie, can you help him if he goes in?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Sure.
right, Mr. Burkhart,
That's
she'll be
fine.
able to help you right now, okay?
Okay, I can go in there right now.
Go in there right now. Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you, ma'am. Have a good
All
one.
right,
Thanks
have a
lot.
good one. Take care now. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. All right, let's see, Gabriel Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, you're on mute. There we go.
Yes,
How are you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. Let's see here. You have a charge for possession of drug paraphernalia. How did you want to take care of it?
Well, I'm already on probation, so I'm gonna have to, deal with them. So I'll just I guess the only thing I can really do right now is pay the fine.
Well, how do you want to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
No contest. Okay. You're on probation for what?
From years ago, it was it's a second degree felony and stuff.
Okay.
It was,
Unrelated to this, something separate,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
different
ma'am.
court. Okay.
Yes,
All right. We can still place you on deferred if you want to go on deferred, or you can just pay the fine. That's up to you.
well, I already got enough on my hands right now as it is because I'm still like I'm starting work today, so I got to make sure I stay consistent. And I just, with everything going on, if anything, I just probably have to just pay the ticket and just see what I can do.
All right.
Because I just don't know what will be better. I don't know what will be better, or yeah, I don't know what will be better in my situation.
All
So
right. Well, I'll give you two options. You can pay the fine of 281. We can put you on a payment plan for that. It would be a conviction on your record. The other option would be the deferral. It would be a cost of $301, 6 months deferral, no similar violations during the 6 months, plus the 4-hour drug awareness course online.
okay, and the
The second
deferral, would I
option
have
would not
to,
go on your record.
would I also have to check in on the deferral, or is it just
No.
staying out of trouble? Because I'm good on the staying out of trouble.
Just staying out of trouble. You don't have to check in.
Okay, yeah, then I'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and do that. Yes, ma'am,
The
because
deferral,
it'll be
okay.
a lot better than having that and having it. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Can you pay $40 as an initial payment by next Friday?
Not this Friday, next Friday. Yes, ma'am.
17th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
On my daughter's birthday. Yeah.
okay, so 12/17, initial payment of $40. And then we'll put you on a payment plan to pay off the balance, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you stop by the court and make that payment?
I would be able to sometime during the week before Friday for sure. Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Because
very
I'm gonna be working, it's paid day by day. So that's I found a job where you'll be able to go to work and get paid by
Sure.
the end of
Okay. Well, once you do that, they'll give you the additional paperwork, giving you the due date and the information about the class. Okay.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. That 6-month period will start after you make that first payment.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Well, best of luck to you on the new job and stay out of trouble.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, Mr. Dixon.
Judge, I've got an agreement on Ms. Juarez.
Okay.
It's a no contest plea, 30 days deferred disposition, and a fine of 169 by Monday.
Okay.
And she was asking me about if the clerk would send her instructions on how to make payments or what have you. So I told her to double check that back here.
Sure, absolutely. Ms. Juarez, if you'll just email the court clerk with your email address, she can send you that information on how to make that payment, okay? All right, very good. All right, so that 169 will be due on Monday or before, and then you'll have 30 days deferral after that. We'll close out the case.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. Take care.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Mr. Dixon, you have Mr. Ahmed. He's pled no contest. The issue is at the time of the stop, he had a Class C license. Now he has a CDL. And I'd like to talk to you about it.
What do we think about that? I wonder,
We
is he over-
didn't get into any further details.
Okay. Is he over 25 years of age? Do we know that or?
I did not ask,
Okay.
but it looks like it.
Okay, all right, very good. Well, I mean, I'll do it if it can, but I'll talk to him.
Okay. All right, thanks. All right, phone number ending in 478. If you could press *6 to unmute and let me know your name. Phone number 478. Phone number ending in 478. If you could press *6, please. We have any idea who that might be?
Oh, I looked up the file. I don't see anybody with those last 3 digits on file.
Okay. Could it be a Spanish speaker?
Maybe.
El número de teléfono 478. Si puede marcar estrella 6, porque están mudo.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. What's your name?
Hello? My name is Carlos Guerrero.
Okay, how are you doing?
I'm good. I was having trouble with the phone trying to get through. I pressed it like 8 times until it finally went through.
All right, very good. Well, you have a charge here for ran stop sign. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, and how did you want to take care of it?
I would like to see if I would like to keep it off my record. Is there any option with that?
Sure. The first option is the driving safety course. Okay, and that's $144 for court costs.
Sorry, Judge, he has a CDL.
Oh, you have a CDL. So
Yes.
the answer is no. There is not an option to keep it off your record.
There's no option on that?
No, you could, the only option is to appeal your case to county court and see how they handle it there. Otherwise, you would just pay the fine.
Can I talk to him today?
Who?
To the county clerk?
You would have to plead guilty and then appeal your case, and your file would be sent to the county court, and then they would assign the case to a court there, and then you would deal with the judge and the prosecutors over there.
And it's not the thing will be how much will be the fine?
$235 that you would pay to Olmos Park.
Okay, and that goes to where? To Olmos Park?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. I just go ahead and pay the fine.
All right, so $235. Can you pay that within a week?
Can you give me about, let me see, a week? Yes, yes. I can pay within a week.
By the 17th?
Yes, on the 17th, yes.
All right. All right, if you need additional time, let the court clerks know, okay? And we can give you 30
Okay.
days, but you
All right,
have until
thank
the
you.
17th, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, Mr. Guerrero, have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye.
Mr. Dixon?
Judge, I've got a tentative agreement.
Okay.
My learned legal interpretation is that since he had a Class C at the time and he's over 25, we can just do a deferred and pay a fine on the stop sign case. If that's okay with the court, I can present our agreement, Judge.
That's fine.
Okay. He's going to plead no contest, 90 days deferred disposition, a fine of $235. He says he can pay half of it next week.
Okay.
And the other half, I think a week after that, let's just say maybe 2 weeks after that to be safe or something
Okay.
like that. But that's what we agreed to, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Ahmed, is that your understanding of the plea offer from the prosecutor? You're on mute, sir. Nope, still on mute. There we go.
Okay.
Is that your agreement with the prosecutor?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So your half the amount will be due by next Friday, and then the other half will be due 2 weeks after that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Any questions?
I can pay by online, or do I need to go almost to pay the fine?
You can pay in person, or you can email the court and they can send you the information on how to make that payment online.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. You're free to go. You're very welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay, so we can call the docket one last time here. A few left. Alexis Cortez, Sean Craig, Jason Fernandez, Gino Gonzalez, Angelica Hepler, Christian Hinojosa, Marisela Lopez, Arthur Rodriguez, Ebony Trevino, and Maxie Williams. And that concludes the 145 docket.
All right, Judge, I'm going to check out. Myra, did you ever hear from